friends, welcome to SpiceyCatColors. My name is Kathy and I am here a little bit late. I think I'm a little zoomed in. Let me move that out a little. You're like, holy smokes, look at the wrinkles. I am here today. Did I say welcome to new and seasoned friends? I am going to do the 10 books to finish tag again. And I'm totally gapping because I didn't plan ahead where this originated from 2 years ago. But I will link the originator down below in the description box so you can go check out the original video. And a lot of us have been doing it, and I think it's a great idea. People have adapted it, and I adapted it slightly last year, and I'm going to follow that same format, which I will explain. Some people have done 10 books to finish eventually. People have done 10 books to focus on, or maybe just pick 3 books. It's however you want to do it. It's your coloring. You don't have to do it at all. Some people are like, whoa, no, that's way too much pressure. So I have enjoyed it because mostly I have found there are series of books that I enjoy. And I kind of like having just picking one of those books to do every year. But let me just show you. I am going to do the same as I did last year where I have 5 actual physical books that I will try to finish, and then I am going to have 5 focus. So let me show you. Here is one of the first ones that I referenced as far as I really like this Disney Pixel series, the Caris Mysteries from Hachette Heroes. This will be my 3rd one. So my first year in 2021, I did the Babies book. Last year, I did the Love Stories book, which I do have completed flips of both of those if you're interested. I have discovered that there are certain artists that I like better. I didn't realize there were different artists that do these, but I think I will like this one. And I can show you because I have not done anything in this book. So these are just your basic pixels. They have, this book's a little different where the color keys are kind of all over the place. Typically, I think before the last 2 books, they had them along the top. And so here they have them on the sides and like right in the gutter there. That's a little tricky. But some of them, I know I saw some here, then they're on the bottom. Anyway. They're a pixel book. You can't tell what it is by looking. I am going to quickly flash the back answer key. So this book is all Mickey and Friends, which I am very excited to do because I definitely was ready for some bright colors and I'm not so worried about matching skin tones. I mean, Mickey is either white-faced here or a tan-faced, and Pluto's usually orange. So hopefully it will be fairly easy to not freak out. And yeah, I just really wanted something bright and colorful. So this is my first book, and I will probably then pick a different one for 2024. But this is my first book to finish. Another series that I very much like is the Mystery Mosaics by Mindware. I did one of these last year, and the little part of my like OCD is driving me nuts because I know I ordered book 2. I'm pretty sure it was like not available or back ordered, and I don't think I received it. I cannot find it in my house. However, I also cannot find the order information to follow up with Mindware. So I might just be SOL and out that book and have to repurchase it, and then I'll find it in my house. Anyway, so I am skipping book 2. I did book 1 last year, so I'm going to do book 3. These similar kind of, you know, it's color by number. These are a little different than the Disney one where they have half. Some of the squares, they're a larger pixel, and then you do have like some half shapes, and there are some double page spreads in here where the page will fold out. So I count these each as a page. Just saying. That's how I do it. So I think there are, let me look without telling you, 18 images, but there are 4, I think, that are doubles. So I count them as extra. So I'm going to show the answers again. They have a bonus page too. I haven't done this one, so maybe I will do this bonus page. We'll see. So here's the answers. It is just an assortment of images. They can be done in any order. And I really like the series. I find them very relaxing, and I will continue. I've purchased just about all of them. I have probably not even a handful, and they only release them, not even a new one every year necessarily. So like book 3, let me check. Like this one, the original copyright was 2013. So these have been around for a while, but this is my second book to finish. And a third book to finish. I think I'm always going to pick one that's started. So both of those have not, actually only one of these is going to have any pages colored in. Those completely uncolored. And I'm going to pick a favorite book from my color by number books and that I want to finish. So this year I am picking the Women's World by Kira Shershniva, Color by Colors. This was, I don't know if this was her first Color by Colors, but it was the first one I purchased. And I do have, there's 20 pages total in here, and I have 7 already completed. So I bought it in April of 2021. And I've used different markers. Here I'd used water-based markers. I'm just going to show you some of the ones I've done. I bought like when it was first released, she has since updated it to include, it will say the country over here on the left. So my version did not, but I wrote it down here. So like here is the Japan page, which I have not colored yet, but I wrote Japan. And you can see, I kind of hodgepodged around in here, and it does affect, you will have bleed through, especially if you use alcohol markers, but I don't get to, there's still always a part of it that you can read, so I don't mind. But yeah, so I only have 13 to do in this book, and then it will be finished. And I really want to get another of her Color by Colors. I believe it's the Fantasy Women. But I'm not allowing myself to purchase it until I finish this one, because I have a lot of coloring books. And I want to, at least my color by number ones, which I think I did just a quick tally on the spreadsheet I keep, and I have at least 150 color by number coloring books alone. So hence the reason I will always plan to like pick one that's maybe close to half done, just so I can finish it off. And color by number is something I very much enjoy. So then I have 2 project books this year. Now, my intention is that we will finish them, but both of my buddies that we are coloring with are also under the agreement that life happens and we may not be able to finish them, and we're both okay with that. If life goes swimmingly and we can finish them, fabulous. If not, whether my life continues to be chaotic or their lives get chaotic, we just roll with it. So there's no pressure, and that's what I strongly just recommend for anybody that gets into like a year-long buddy color commitment with someone. Make sure they're a true friend that understands life happens, because it does. We set these plans at the beginning of the year, and the next day something could happen that changes our whole world upside down. So thankfully both of these ladies are amazing, and I am not at all worried that if I need to bail a month or if they need to step back a month, it's okay. Or if we have to scrap it, totally, it's okay. But I am including them in my 10 books to finish. Although, again, if they don't, we don't. I know. Long story long. So first up is Chompy Fluff Monsters Volume 3 by Morgan O'Brien. This is my new project book with my lovely friend Tammy. If you're a seasoned friend, you know Tammy Colors 2 and I have been coloring for a long time, and we did a full mandala book last year, which was amazing. I do not have, at this moment, I have not filmed the flip through of that, but it will be popping up on my channel eventually, the completed. So Chompy Fluff Monsters, there's actually 3 versions, and I don't know if they were all released at the same time. I want to say the copyright is 2022, so there you go. I only Tammy had all 3, and I had suggested, we were trying to think of a good book to do. And the other thing, if you are doing a project book and you want to finish it in a year, you might want to pick like something with easier, simple drawings. Now, there's a couple of you out there that I know are doing Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. Mad props to you. I could not commit to doing that all year. But Chompy Fluff Monsters are adorable. I love Morgan O'Brien's art, and Tammy's a huge dinosaur fan, so she was like, are you sure you're not going to get tired of coloring dinosaurs? And I'm like, not these dinosaurs, they're adorable. And they are in typical Morgan O'Brien style, fairly simple, so you can do as much as you want to add, or you can simple color, which is pretty much what I do. So I've already done my 2 for January, so you'll have to wait to see those. But Chompy Fluff Monsters is my project book with Tammy. And then I have a new, well, she's not a new friend because we've buddy colored and we've colored before. But let's see if I can get you out a little bit. The beautiful zombie girl. She and I have decided to do a project book, and we are doing Broken Circles, adult coloring book by Tabitha Barnett. And I just realized, I don't know if this is going to be a recurring theme for me, but the book Tammy and I did last year was a Tabitha Barnett book. So how interesting that I didn't even realize it, that I picked another Tabitha Barnett. So this is fun. I have a different Broken Circles. Is it volume 2? I have another one that I've done some pages in, but this one I had not done any. If you are not familiar with the Broken Circles books, you do get 2 copies of the images. So at the front half of this book, you have the pages all with a white background. And then the middle of the book, there's a couple color test sheets, and one in white and one with black. And then you have the second copy all in black background. So Zombie Girl and I have decided to do, we both prefer the black background version. I just think it looks so cool and crisp, and the images already kind of pop off. Not that they're bad here, but I don't have to worry about a background or if I go out of the lines. So again, I've already done my pages for this month, but we are going to just take turns picking pages. And yeah, I picked the 2 for January, and some of them are kind of like themed by holidays and stuff, so that'll be fairly simple. I did not mention that Tammy and I are just going to work from the front back. Last year we worked from the back front, and we're just working front back. And with both of these books, the way that Tammy and Zombie Girl and I have set it up, whoever picks the page, if they want to do a color palette or do a specific inspiration, that's part of the fun. Otherwise, it can just be color it as you wish. However you want to do it, it can be done. So that's what we've done so far. So those are my 5 books that I actually plan to complete. Now, in addition, I have 5 plus a bonus that I am focusing on. And this worked so well for me last year because these artists are artists that I adore, and they have releases coming out, some of them monthly, for sure a couple a year, and I just could not pick a book to color. So this way I have the flexibility to color in multiple books, but it's the same theme. So an easy example, last year this is a repeat. So last year I wanted to do 50 miniatures pages, 50 pages from any of Camellia Angel Cova's miniature series. And this was fabulous because she did release a couple new ones. I think this was, or no, there's a new one. I don't have it yet, the Woodland. But this was her latest released in the miniature series in 2022 and 2023. She has since released a new one. Anyway, so I actually went above and beyond last year, and I think I hit the 50 mark like halfway through. So these, if you have not seen Camellia's miniatures, they are adorable. And later in the series, she has been making them larger on the page and a little bit thicker line art, which the majority of the people in the coloring community, the feedback I hear from them is, we love this. And yeah, I just love that it fills the page. A couple pages I've done, but these, so fun, and they're great for buddy colors. A lot of people have the miniature series, and so that is one of my focuses. I want to do 50 miniature pages. Now this is a new one. I am also adding Camellia's on my list twice. So I found that last year I greatly neglected her mandala series. Now I did some, but I have a lot of those books. So I am also putting a focus to do 50 of Camellia Angel Cova's mandala pages. Now I am, sorry, I actually had to stop and sneeze. I could have left it in, but so I want to do 50 pages from her mandala books. She has traditional ones that actually say mandala in the title. She has seasonal ones. She has, this is an older one, so I'm not sure what she'll have in the back, but like she has triangular mandalas, flower mandalas, Celtic mandalas. Beautiful. I have this one. So she has series and then like the seasonal ones, which I always just like to say this quick. If you are new to adult coloring or coloring into the whole color tube and you are unsure if you would like Camellia's work or not, or you don't know which one to get, I always tell people I suggest you get one of this style, the mandala books, like the seasonal ones, because it's kind of a mashup of a miniature and a mandala. So as you can see, there's like usually a center image and then the mandala feature type of things around the side or the outside. So to me, it's not for people that are like, ew, I don't like mandalas if they don't like the patterny repeat. This is the perfect introduction, in my opinion, because you kind of get a miniature and you get a mandala. So I just pulled this one out because I just recently purchased it, added it to my collection, but I have not colored in it. Now, in addition, though, I am considering, she has several, okay, this is a bad example. Where do I have it? Okay, so here's the wintertime mandalas. I thought this was my snowflake book. Okay, I'm going to zip to the back and show you what I mean. So she has other books. I might have to just stop and go get one. So here's all the seasonal, the mandalas. But then she also has, because I have, and I am including them, because I kind of colored them in here, but she has a bunch of, now here she has them in the mandalas. So there are the 50, and I apologize, I didn't use a blotter page back here, but like the hearts to color, the snowflakes to color. What else does she have? There's the dream catchers. And are there more? There's a couple where it maybe doesn't say mandala on the front, but I am considering those to be mandala pages, and I will include them when I, any of those, because I have several of them. I have the, Oh, here it is. I do have the dream catchers. I have the snowflakes and the hearts. And I have, well, the clover is a mandala. But to me, those are going to count as well. So I want to do 50 of those. And I just grabbed the wrong book. I seriously thought this was the snowflake book. So, sorry. So 50 miniature pages and 50 mandala pages. And then the next 3, this is hard because there are so many amazing artists. So the next 3 are ones where I have several of their books and none of them complete. So the next focus for me is going to be Belba Family. Now, I absolutely love their Stone Mosaic series, but just about any of their color by number series. This is their Stone Mosaic Christmas edition. I had done some back in November. So I could work in the Stone Mosaic series, which I have several, or I have some of their Pixel color by numbers. And of these, I am doing 30 pages. I was going to do 25 because I think there's like 25 pages in here maybe is kind of an average. But I just decided when I show you my journal, you'll see why I picked 30. So any 30 pages from Belba Family is on my list. My next focus, same concept, is the Devas. Now this is a Sachin Sachdeva book, but I am grouping Sachin and Prachi together. So any of their books, because I have several of both and I very much enjoy them. So here is the Mosaic Art Christmas, Sachin Sachdeva. This came out last year. And it is a pixel book. Now, these are the itty bitty pixels, which make my eyes hurt, but they can be. Oop, you don't get a look at those. I did some in here. There's one that was done. So, and there's one I did cross stitch. So, 30 pages from either of the Sachdevas. And then the last, before the bonus, publisher is Color Questopia. Now, I love Color Questopia, and I very much failed. I was part of doing Color Questopia-a-thon 2022, and I apologize to all of those that you participated, that I did not get out and comment, but thank you for doing it, and I just am sorry I did not get everything taken care of. So here is the newest one that I own. They have already again released, because seriously, Color Questopia, I swear they come out with at least 2 books a month. So this is the Kwai Christmas, and theirs are the I have majority color by number versions. They do have, you can get, again, I always like to throw this out there if you did not know, and you don't like color by number, but you like these images, you can get these books in non-color by number version. They are available on Amazon. They can be tricky to find, so I suggest you go to the Color Questopia website, and then they have the direct links to Amazon. But I do have one of their books, the autumn version, or the autumn book, that is non-color by number, and it's a lot of fun. So 30 pages from Color Questopia. So now my bonus, and this is going to be a big one. Yeah, I announced in my January plans video that in addition to my monthly buddy color hashtag, I am going to do a Disney hashtag this year. And it's mostly for me, but if people want to join in, I welcome it, where I am going to spin the wheel and pick a Disney movie every month. And I will explain that in probably better detail, maybe its own separate video or something. I don't have the info right here. I think, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do a separate 2023 plans video because, yeah, I don't know. I'll probably do that Disney one because I have a resource that I'll share. Anyway, I got sidetracked. So I have fallen down the rabbit hole of the Disney color by number books, the French Disney books specifically, and I love them, and I have a lot of them, and I am actually going to attempt to color 100 pages from them this year. So here's an example of the books. This is the Vitro, and this is probably one of my favorite of their releases. And they are all color by number. These are not as much of a mystery as some of the others, but they do, I'm not going to show you, but is an answer key in the back, and they have the color codes down here to match up, and they're all Disney characters. So I don't mind looking at the answer key, and I will have to because of the way when I spin a movie. But yeah, here's like a page I did. There's a couple, so I'm still experimenting in this book specifically how to color these pages. I was trying to find, so like here is the way they kind of are supposed to look. I did add a little bit of black in, so I'm not sure yet, but I think I like going in with these black lines, like if it were actually thick stained glass, so you can see the difference. Anyway, so yeah, there's typically always 100 pages in these books, and I could not just pick one that I would want to complete because, again, they release, and I saw there's 2 new releases already. Well, there was already some released. Was it released in January? I just ordered it. I was late. I didn't pre-order it, but I know there's 2 new ones coming out, a Seasons and a Best of Bestiaire, which I just saw the flips, and I'm like, dang it, 2 more I need. So, yes, and I know that is a lot to do. It's like I have to do, what did I figure out, 8 pages? I can't do math right now. I really need to sleep, but I can do it because I don't, some of these I like to do with acrylic paint pens, which take longer. But like these, if I do it in water-based marker, they do go fairly quick compared to using the paint. But so yeah, that's my bonus, is to try and do the 100 of these. So those are my 10 books to finish and my bonus. Hello, friends. I apologize for the abrupt cutoff. And this is a attempt at a voiceover just so I can properly close the video. Originally, I had kind of done a mashup of including what needs to be a second video. So in editing, I cut out that back end. And I just wanted to let you know, I hope you are doing well. I am currently, as I record this, sitting in front of the fireplace. I have 3 kitties on me. I have Zoe on the boob shelf. I have Diesel on my lap, who's as long as my legs, and then I have Frankie curled up beside me in the recliner. So I am doing well. I am excited to do my 10 books to finish. I have enjoyed seeing what other people are going to do, and if any of my friends out there want to do buddy colors in specifically that would apply to my 10 books to finish, I am more than happy to do that with you all year long. I am still somewhat limiting buddy colors, but as long as you are open that I may have to push out a deadline, I would be happy to do them with you. Or if you really love like the Sachins or Camellia or the Disney and want to do a page with me every month, that would help me too. So you guys know I'm easy to deal with. I'm easy to talk to. Just message me on Instagram or leave me a comment here. I do have my email listed. I want to let people know that because I know it's difficult and sometimes scary to reach out to people. And if you are not on Instagram, if you are not on Instagram, I want you to still feel you're able to join in the fun of buddy coloring. So email is also an option. So other than that, I am going to let you go. I have a couple other 2023 type videos and even some 2022 wrap-ups I need to film yet, and they'll probably be out in February. But you know what? It's okay. There's not deadlines on coloring. Coloring is fun, as is videos, at least for me. So I do want to tell you how much I appreciate each and every one of you, especially those seasoned friends that are still hanging out here listening to me. And as the screen says, you are amazing, and don't forget it, because you are. Even on our darkest days, we're amazing. Why? because we're still alive and we've survived all the crap. So try and keep your chin up and know you matter. You matter to me. You matter to other people in this world. And you are amazing. I love you, friends, and I will talk to you soon.